Hey guys, AJ from AJ's Canine Services. Today I've got a new customer, a lady called Amanda with her 1-year-old Cane Corso. She's come to me with some issues on the leash, leash pulling. She can't walk her very well, and she's asked me to come around and fix her. So hopefully it's a nice, quick and easy leash transformation video. There are other behaviour issues there, I'm sure, as there always are. But I'm hoping I can get some good content today, film the transformation, and be able to show you guys it in a nice little cool edited video. So stay tuned, watch the video, see the transformation, and I'll see you on the other side of it. Hey guys, so as I thought and expected at the beginning of the video, this Lolly, this Cane Corso, has got a lot more issues than we thought. This is our first time meeting her. She looks like a very nice, happy, friendly, welcoming dog to us. You know, see her tail going. Very happy to see us and meet us. It does turn out though she's extremely nervous. Yeah, very nervous of new people. Very nervous. When you're in the house, she essentially has no direction. She doesn't know what she is or isn't allowed to do. So she wets herself regularly. She jumps up a ton. You'll see me in a minute. I'm going to correct her jumping. She jumps all over people. So now they just don't introduce her to people. They don't have people come in the house. So they try and isolate her just to try and manage the situation. So I've obviously come in to work with the lead stuff. But here you go. Here you can see jumping is just, it was just ridiculous. It was non-stop, jumping all over me, and eventually I ask Amanda if she wants me to correct it, and I use correction spray any second. There we go, 2 sprays right there, and it's just told her basically every time she jumps she's going to get corrected, and that squashed it. She didn't actually jump up again in this session, so that worked really well. You can see here that she's just happy to sort of walk around us, be around us, and just sort of get to know us a little bit more without jumping.
Oh, good girl. She has good tail.
Yes, she eats well.
There you go, already. She knows that.
Yeah. Oh.
But
yeah,
you want to really try and reward the good stuff more than correct, because you're just going to have a shaking little, timid little,
that's
you
what
know.
she does.
So as I was explaining there, guys, she's a very fearful dog. This is my first time and their first time ever using a slip leash on her. They they typically use harnesses, and as we all know, through harnesses they drag and drag. You've got no chance of stopping them on a harness if they don't know proper leash manners. So right now I'm just trying to teach her not to panic on the leash, not to stress with the leash. It's nice and loose at the moment. It's not tight whatsoever. And I'm just trying to get her to understand leash pressure isn't something to sort of flee from and run away from. It's something to actually move into and work with, and that will turn the leash pressure off. So this is the first time, obviously, out in the street walking her. We've got the harness on just in case she does somehow, for whatever reason, roll out of the roll and start panicking, because the slip leash is on quite loose, because she's not quite comfortable with the with it around her neck. So we've got the harness on as like a backup sort of safety net. But she walked relatively okay, to be fair. She pulled. She's a strong girl. She's about 40 kilos of Cane Corso, and yeah, she's a strong girl. And Amanda has said she has a few health problems, arthritis in her hands, bad shoulders and things, and she physically can't walk her, which is often the case with these large breeds that don't know how to walk, and because of that, she doesn't walk her. And it's one of those catch-22s where the not walking her is creating more problem behaviour issues in the house, and it's obviously not teaching her how to walk, but she can't walk her because she walks with behaviour issues. So I'm here today to mainly try and fix those behaviour issues while walking, to then have Amanda be able to walk her regularly, to then hopefully help fix the behaviour issues in the house, iron out the behaviour issues on the leash, and ultimately calm her down, exercise her, and obviously just give her just the best quality of life possible. Walking your dog, no matter what behaviour issues you're experiencing, more exercise for you and your dog is going to help the situation. Now, obviously, you can't do that if you're getting dragged down the road by this big monster, but hopefully today we do some good work, and I've taught enough into Lolly, the Cane Corso, and Amanda, the owner, to get them walking nicely. This is just us walking to a local field. I'm not doing any drills with her right now. I'm just trying to assess how she walks and try and get her used to leash pressure. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure through that leash around the neck just so she doesn't freak out, because again, it's her first time with anything around her neck properly. She does wear a collar, but that's just for identification purposes. The leash around her neck never happens. I'm also voicing over a lot of this because some of the conversations we were having were quite sensitive. So I want to voice over it, give you guys the overlook of what's going on, but also cut out some of the bits that we were talking about, because living situations and X, Y, and Z may be what can be causing some of this behaviour issues. And
No,
again, I'm trying to
exactly.
keep that quiet.
Especially when there's cars about. Like, I think that's his.
So you'll see here, guys,
Yeah.
she'll start sort of reaching or coughing. It's not because she's choking herself or I'm choking her.
She's not getting her
She
way,
was
so
eating
she's, like,
grass before.
throwing
It
her paws
sounds
out
like I'm choking her. I'm not. The leash was very loose around the neck.
Yeah.
The only tension really I was putting through the leash was the one attached to the harness. If there was any tension, it's because she was creating it by rolling into the slip leash. There was no tension going through my slip leash into her neck whatsoever. So here we have the first time walking her on leash properly with just the slip collar, the slip leash on. Sorry, taking the harness off completely because I've now managed to get that quite nice and snug around her neck now. Um, Typical with dogs that aren't used to being walked around the neck by any form of leash or collar is they panic when they feel the pressure from the leash, which is exactly what she's trying to do. She's trying to pull away from me to get away from the pressure, but by doing that, she creates more pressure. So it's a bit of a, I guess, jumping at the deep end sort of scenario. We need to go through it essentially and experience it. We could have built this up in the house over reps and reps and reps and reps for sure, but we are on the clock here. We don't have unlimited time, unfortunately. Amanda needs to get this fixed ASAP. They need to get this dog regularly walked, regularly exercised, because at the moment she's not living her best life. She is cooped up, energetic, nervous, anxious, and scared. And by regular leash walk, she's going to fix all of those behaviours. She's going to become more confident in herself by exploring the world and experiencing the world more with her owner. Again, Amanda and the dog Lolly are going to be getting more exercise, which is great for everyone and anyone, no matter who you are. So we need to get this fixed. So yes, I could have done this in the garden, and I could have spent a whole entire session, a whole entire hour, 2 hours in the garden doing this. But I'm here to work. I'm here to get this done. I'll jump in at the deep end, and we're just going to do this in real time. At the end of the day, it's there are slower, easier ways of sort of diving into this, but I would rather get this done and dusted, nice and quick. There's probably 3 to 4 um, points on this leash walk up and down this little strip that she actually really started to panic, but we worked through it. We got to it. We got to the nice leash walking that you can see here, and she's sniffing. She's just being a dog, and I'm okay with that. But she's no longer that scared of the leash pressure like before. So, guys, here we see Amanda and Lolly working together for the very first time ever on the slip leash. This is after about 30 minutes work from myself with Lolly, tuning her up and down this street, trying to get her working with me, trying to understand leash pressure, trying to understand positioning while walking, and just understand manners. At the end of the day, Amanda, for whatever reason, mainly health issues, cannot walk her as she has been walking. At the end of the day, she's too strong, she's too large, and she does not know the necessary manners to be able to be walked by Amanda. So, you know, this dog is very capable of pulling a lot of weight, putting a lot of strength for herself. And at the end of the day, we can't have that version of the dog on the end of a leash. We need to teach her that if she wants to explore the world, if she wants to go out and see all the amazing, wonderful things out there with her owner, with her mum, with her leader, you need to walk with manners. You need to walk nice, loose leash. We don't need competition heel out of this dog. All we need is a nice, loose leash, and that's it. You're gonna be able to go all of the places, everywhere. Amanda is quite happy to take her out, rain or shine. She's quite happy to get her out to the shops, to the supermarkets, to the high streets, to the beaches, to the woods. But she can't do it while she's pulling. So Lolly has lived a very sheltered life because of her manners on the leash. They have not been able to take her out much, so this is all new to her. And you can start to see here her tail's nice and high. She's looking up to Amanda for direction, for guidance. Amanda's having fun. Lolly's having fun. Everyone's having fun. And hopefully from today, if I've done anything for this dog and this owner, it's show them that you can absolutely 100% take your dog out just on a a loose leash walk. This right here is training for them. This right here is the absolute bread and butter basics, what they should be doing every day, multiple times a day. They don't need to be running. They don't need to be climbing. They don't need to be doing anything super strenuous. They just need to be loose leash walking. Look at this. Lots of praise, lots of rewards. Carrying on with the drills, looking up to Amanda for guidance and direction. She's still sniffing. She's still being a dog. But again, Amanda cannot walk her while being dragged. And a lot of people are in that situation where they can't physically walk their dogs due to health issues. So the only alternative is to not walk them, I guess, or to hire someone to do that. And when in this day and age where resources are what they are, we can't afford dog walkers all the time. So we have to do this ourselves. And that's where I come in. I hopefully have taught Amanda and Lolly the early stages of leash walking so we can get her out exercising, and this will pay dividend inside the house. This will help with her energy levels inside the house and hopefully make her behave slightly better while inside the house. Look at that. So guys, here we see we've left our little training spot and now we're walking back home. We've been out for about 40 minutes now. So I'm just explaining to Amanda that if she starts pulling, we need to either do some leash pops or change of direction. She's tried getting to do a dead stop, didn't work. So she's changed direction. She's going to ask a nice sit of her. Boom, nice sit, lots of reward, and we're starting again. So that's how we're going to sort of divert her. Instead of heavy corrections with the dog when she's pulling, we're just taking a nice leisurely stroll. If she starts pulling, gets to that taut line, we're going to do a direction change, or we're just going to do some very light leash pops because we don't want to heavily correct and shut her down in any way. We want to try and bring her confidence out, but we need her to be under control all at the same time.
I physically can't cut across her. Again, is this a different walking experience than normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, she's still going to
Pull
port.
some shoulders out.
But
Hello. Lolly, here. Come on.
so if she's sniffing, and you want to get her off. Lolly, what's this? Yes, good girl. Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Make yourself more fun than she's sniffing, yeah? Lolly, yes, it was a good girl. Come on. How's that for a transformation then, guys? It's a bit of a shame we couldn't see how she walked before with Amanda. But simply put, because of Amanda's hands and her shoulders and her health problems, she couldn't walk the dog. So I couldn't realistically ask her to do it just so I can catch her some footage. It's not fair on her, it's not fair on the dog. So, bit annoying, but is what it is. Hopefully you guys can see the difference in the dog. Hopefully Amanda can see the difference. Hopefully the dog continues to flourish and get confident and become happy. and just go out and walk and explore the world. That's what we all want. And yes, I've got more work booked in with those guys. I'm going to be doing more work with them eventually, because that dog's not fixed, but it is better. That's all we can hope for. Progression, not perfection. Every single session we want progression, not perfection. So guys, hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, give it a like. Give me some comments on what you want to see next. Give me a subscribe maybe. If you've made it this far, try subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. The like doesn't cost you anything. Just press the button, like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out massively, helps me with the algorithm. I appreciate all you guys watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.